Don't let him in. Stay out here. I hesitated. His face changed. Wait, what the freak was that? I gotta replay that. Did you see his face? What's happening, everyone? This is GeninMyles. And as you can see, there was a stranger at the door. Now, who could this be? It's 9:30 at the time of this recording, and somebody's at my door. Now, who the freak could that be? I didn't order a pizza. I didn't order Jimmy John's. No DoorDash. No Uber Eats. No nothing. So who's at my door? Let's find out.
Okay.
I was up in my room, scrolling through my feed, when the doorbell rang. I wasn't expecting anyone. My parents were out for their anniversary. My friends always texted me before dropping by. It was late. Too late for anyone to be visiting. Probably a mistake, or my mind went somewhere dark. No. This was a safe neighborhood. I was only being paranoid.
Are you sure about that?
The doorbell rang again. You know me, being antisocial and introverted, I'ma pretend that I'm not home. I pull my covers over my head. They get tired eventually and leave. Unless they broke down the door. No. That was the paranoia talking. Whoever it was would just leave and find some other house. Right? I waited in silence, trying my best to hear what was happening on my porch. Strangely enough, I heard nothing. No wind, no leaves rustling, no cars passing in the distance. There was no movement anywhere. It was like the entire night was holding its breath, waiting. The doorbell rang again and my heart started racing. Freak. They would leave. I just had to stay still and wait. They would leave. The doorbell didn't ring again. I waited in the darkness, unable to tell how much time had passed. I thought about pulling the covers down when I heard it, tapping against my window. A chill crept up my spine. There was something there, and it was looking at me. I could feel it, even through the covers. I didn't look. I prayed to every god and deity I had ever known and waited. Time stretched. I had no idea how long I stayed there, unmoving. It could have been 10 minutes. It could have been hours. Eventually the tapping stopped and I felt lighter, like whatever it was had left. Where the freak and my parents. I didn't take the covers off until morning. Well, dang, where are my parents? I fell asleep a little after the sun came up and woke up to the sound of sirens. I wondered if that had anything to do with the stranger ringing my doorbell last night, or the tapping. Soon enough, I learned the reason behind the sirens. My neighbor Betty was dead. Her parents found her in the living room, with a smile on her face and 2 little marks on her neck. This dude a vampire? And I hated myself for feeling thankful that it hadn't been me. Well, dang! The neighbor got bodied. Must have been a vampire. Somebody call my dude Simon Belmont up in here to get rid of this person. Thank you for playing. Alright guys, playing it safe. We didn't get attacked. That's how we do. We play it safe.
What?
You play it safe, excuse me. You play it safe. If somebody rings your doorbell at 11 or 9, whatever, do not go to the doorbell. What the freak? Anyway, we're gonna try a different... Did I just say do not go to the doorbell? Sometimes, guys, I can't talk when I record. Anyway, what I meant to say is don't go to the door if it's that late and someone's ringing the doorbell. Anyway, we're gonna try to see what happens if we go up to the door, which I do not recommend. Go check the door. I put my phone on my pocket and got up to answer the door, which is a terrible idea. I looked through the peephole. Hey, looking good. There was a guy outside. with raven black hair and pale skin. Ask who it is. Go back to my room and pray he didn't notice me. I have a feeling like that will lead to the same thing, so we're just gonna go all daredevil on this one.
Who is it? Boy, if you don't get...
The guy turned his head and stared at the peephole. He smiled. Boy, if you...
Hi, my name is Alden. My family and I just moved here. My car broke down and my phone is dead. Could I borrow yours to call him? I promise it won't take long.
Open the door, let's go. I ain't afraid of you, Aiden.
Just a moment.
I opened the door and handed him the phone. What's good? Oh, I said Aiden, my fault, Alden.
Thank you.
He dialed the number and smiled at me while he waited. Someone picked up on the other end. This is a dark web thing. Hey sister, glad you picked up. It's dead. I know you told me to charge it. You don't have to rub it in my face. I know. My car broke down. Yeah, so can you come pick me up? We can call a tow truck in the morning. The address? Hold on. Oh boy.
Can you tell me the address here?
Boy, if you don't get out of here.
425 Oak Street.
Thanks.
425 Oak Street.
Yeah, inside the gates.
I know, I get lost.
I think so.
Don't worry, everything will be alright. Just come pick me up. Okay, I'll be waiting. He handed me back the phone. Boy, I'm about to punch you in the face if you try something.
Thank you.
No problem. Would it be too much if I...
What?
Inside? Wait. Freak, no. You see the grass right there behind you? Go sit in it. The freak? Now that was crossing the line. Opened the door against my paranoia to help him. He was helped. End of conversation. I was not letting a stranger in.
Please, it's cold and my sister will probably take a bit to get here.
You better button that jacket up you got on, or that shirt or whatever you got on. I wanted to tell him no and close the door. I wanted to, but there was something in the way. He was looking at me that made me think that it was okay. The more I looked into his eyes, the more convinced I became that letting him wait inside was the right thing to do. It was dark and cold, so it would take a while. And he seemed nice. He had been polite this whole time. Surely there would be no problem inviting him in. Let's do it. You know, we just did this is the daredevil run, so let's do it. What's good? You brought some McDonald's? And so I let him in. He smiled to me as we made our way to the living room. There's something alluring about him. I couldn't stop staring. It was like everything else had vanished until it was just us. Wait a minute, what? Wait, there was some conversation going on between us, but I couldn't really focus on it. I answered everything he asked, as if I were in a trance. This dude is a vampire. He leaned in, and I let him. I wanted him.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
Whoa. But he didn't reach for my lips. Instead, he made his way to my neck, and I felt a small pain, almost like a sting, then something else, a lightness, a numbness. Oh my gosh, it was inebriating. It was almost disappointing when he pulled away. His red lips were the last thing I saw. Whoa, we just got our neck bit. Well, scenario 2, being a daredevil, lets us get our neck meat bit, so we're not going to do that one. What we're going to try this time is like answering the door and backing away. I doubt that it's any different than like the initial one where you just don't answer the door. So let's see. Let's try it. Alright. Let's go back to my room and pray he didn't notice me. I want to see if he breaks in this place. I stepped away slowly and made my way upstairs, glued to the wall, hoping he could not see my shadow from under the door. I got to my room and hid under the covers, pulling them over my head. He'd get tired eventually and leave, unless he broke down the door. No, that was my paranoia talking. Whoever it was would just leave and find some other house. Right? I waited in silence, trying my best to hear what was happening on my porch. Strangely enough, I heard nothing Now when? Oh yeah, this is like similar before. Oh, wait a minute. The doorbell rang again and my heart started racing. He would leave. I just had to stay still and wait. Doorbell didn't ring. Wait, I thought about... Oh, okay. A chill crap. Yeah, this is all like the dialogue from the first one. Man, if we had ate some garlic, or we had garlic pizza, my dude Alden would be dead, because we know vampires don't like garlic. Yeah, so that time, guys, we got the same ending as the initial one. Now what we're gonna try is to open the door and then tell him to get lost. Oh, wait a minute, we gotta try this one, guys. So he knows we're at the peephole at the door. So let's tell him to go get lost and ask somebody else. Maybe he was telling the truth, but I couldn't risk it. Sorry, I can't help you. You should try another house. Please. Please. It will only take a minute. Sorry, good luck with your car. The freak out of here, dude. What happens if I just tell him you're welcome right here? Same thing. Now, we're gonna try to tell him to get lost right here. Let's see if he tries to fight. I'm ready. I ain't losing to this dude. Don't let him in. Stay out here. I hesitated. His face changed. Wait, what the freak was that? I gotta replay that. Did you see his face? His face changed. I could only catch a glimpse of it, but it was enough to make my stomach turn. Whatever caused the change in the atmosphere was gone as fast as it came. I wondered if I had imagined it, but a sense of weariness was still in my mind. I'm sorry, I can't let you inside. Good luck. Oh! I tried to close the door, but he put his foot to stop it. He smirked. Oh, but you've already invited me in. Don't you remember? I tried to hold the door, but he was stronger. I pushed it and begged it to close, but it wouldn't budge. He grabbed the side of the door and yanked it open. I stumbled backwards. First of all, this music... I had to get away. He walked in slowly. A chill came up my spine, lifting the hairs on my arms. I had to run. I needed to run. Even if he caught up to me, I had to try. Maybe I could slow him down. There had to be a way to survive. A desperate idea came to mind. Oh, I have a timer. Just run. It would be faster just to run. I sprinted toward the kitchen, but he grabbed me by the arm. I tried to pull away, but he was stronger. I tried to kick him, to punch him, but nothing worked. I couldn't beat him, or maybe I could still be helped. If I screamed, surely someone would hear me. His other hand covered my mouth before I could even open it. Now, don't go ruining this. If more people come here, I might have had to do something that I don't like. Boy, if you don't... I struggled in his grip. I used my free hand to try to push him away. I tried and removed his hand from my mouth, but none of it worked. I scratched his hands and his arms, but nothing seemed to bother him. That music was intense. He held me tightly and bit my neck. Oh! I kept hitting him until my vision became blurry and I didn't have the strength to fight anymore. Well, that scenario led to us getting our neck meat bit too. So, you die in some of them, but you live in others. So what does this game tell you, guys? It tells you do not answer the door late at night. This is the lesson that we take from this game. So I thank you, the creators of this game, for instilling this wisdom in us, because like even in unsolved mysteries, people be answering the door late at night, you know, and people be getting bodied all the time. So please do not answer the door. That's what I'm gonna title this video. Do not answer the door late at night, because you will not survive. Alright? Now there was another scenario I want to try just to see like what would happen, and that's like to drop things. I still think we're gonna get killed anyway, but I like to try all options. So that's what I'm gonna try next.
2 hours later.
Alright guys, I'm gonna try to drop the things to slow him down. I sprinted toward the kitchen, dropping things behind me. A lamp, a chair, whatever I could. Finally, I reached the kitchen and locked the door behind me. Oh, this is different. My breathing was heavy, but I had no time to calm myself. I wasn't safe yet. I heard clapping on the other side of the door. The freak? I'll give you an A for effort. He was enjoying this. I got the feeling that he could have stopped me if he wanted to, but he didn't. The sadistic man. The door handle turned, but the door didn't open. Very well. A+ for effort. Would the door be able to hold him back? I wasn't going to count on it. I had to leave. Luckily, there was a back door in the kitchen that led outside. I opened it and was ready to run when a thought came to my mind. What if he caught me? Grab a knife. Freak. Yeah, we're gonna stab this dude if he tries to grab it. I opened the drawer, but the knife wasn't there. Why wasn't a knife in there? I looked around and spotted it in the sink. When I ran toward it, the kitchen door burst open. I grabbed the knife and turned to leave, but he was already blocking the way out. He smiled sinisterly. My heart was beating so loud I could feel it in my ears. I was concerned. I strengthened my grip on the knife. I'm ready to shank this dude. If I was going down, I was going down swinging. I charged at him, hoping to hurt him enough to get away, but he held my arm and twisted it, making me drop the knife. Well, he pulled me close, wrapping his arm around me and using the other one to cover my mouth. I struggled to get away, but he was stronger, and we about to get our neck meat bit again. Honestly, I'm disappointed. His breath tickled my neck, sending shivers down my spine. After all that show, I thought you'd be more of a challenge. Guess I was wrong. I felt him shrugging behind me. Well, whatever, there's always next time. There was a sharp pain in my neck, and everything went black. And I died. So, you know what we're gonna try next time? We're gonna try to just run, break camp. This game is teaching us lessons, guys. When you're there, just run. Well, first of all, don't even answer the door, but if you do, get the freak out of there. Oh, wow. Wait a minute. After we said no problem, and we tell them to get lost, we get to close the door. What? Interesting. So there's all kind of ways. I was trying to hide from him, or perhaps from my guilt. I wouldn't want to be left outside in the dark and in the cold, but this was a safe neighborhood. At least it was supposed to be. I tried forgetting about him and falling asleep. I closed my eyes and calmed my fast heartbeat. I was almost drifting off when I heard it. Oh boy. He's still out there. I didn't look. Time stretch. Oh wow, there's all kind of like scenarios. There's all kinds of scenarios. So if you say no problem, you can close the door. But if you say you're welcome, he makes his way inside. Alright, well, we're gonna try that next time then. And make sure that Betty doesn't die. Because dang, our poor neighbor Betty got her neck bit too. Jeez, it's always the neck, isn't it? Wow, who knew your welcome would be so dangerous? Alright, we're just gonna break camp and leave. I got out, locked the back door behind me and ran. I ran until my legs hurt and my lungs burned. And I kept running. I couldn't feel my feet anymore. But that adrenaline, I tell you, I was going toward a house, any house, when I bumped into someone. I thought it was over. He caught me. But then I looked up and saw a girl with raven black hair and pale skin. She looked worried. Is that his sister? The vampiress, whatever. Oh my goodness gracious. You have got to be kidding me.
What happened? Are you okay?
I was relieved, but I wasn't safe. Not yet. He was still somewhere in the dark looking for me. We need to leave to get somewhere safe. Now that I had finally stopped, I remembered the phone in my pocket. I could call the police. I picked it up and was about to dial when I heard his voice. Oh my gosh. There you are. I see you've met my sister. Lovely, isn't she? Isn't she lovely? Sister? Was she in on this? When I looked at her, she was staring at him. I couldn't tell what she was thinking. I tried dialing, but he stopped me before I could make the call. Your fighting was cute, but now it's just annoying. He held both my arms. I tried kicking him, but he didn't seem to feel anything. Was I that weak? Nah, he's just a vampire. I thought about giving up. There was no way I could beat this monster, so why bother? My body didn't seem like it would be able to help me for much longer, but I kept fighting. I wasn't gonna make this easier. He looked annoyed as he pulled me closer to him. I kept struggling, and my neck. Kane, stop! Look at it. Look at her eyes. Oh my. He turned to her. He turned to look at her while still holding me tightly. I can't even read right now. For some reason, her words made me stop too. Kane, is this too dark for you, sister? Do you feel sorry for this poor girl? Oh crap, I feel so horrible because I made the voice deep in the beginning thinking it was a dude. Here I go assuming. She remained expressionless. It's our first day here. We can't call attention like that. Oh come on, it's just one girl, and I'm hungry. We wouldn't have to move so much if you didn't kill or kidnap someone whenever you felt hungry. True. What? And what do you suggest we do? Erase her memories and put her back in bed. Hey, sister is MVP. Thank you, sister. What about my hunger? Go stop at freaking Popeyes. I suppose blood bags won't suffice. No, they won't. I need it fresh. Then go hunt somewhere else. Somewhere not so close to our new home. And be discreet. Don't go letting them run around in the dark. You're lucky she bumped into me and not someone else. Oh, sister, you underestimate me. I knew exactly where she was and who she was going to bump into. Man, you a dang lie. Right. This is all I gave to you. You know me too well, Mabel, dear. But since you make a valid point, I'll let you deal with this one and find myself a new prey. Bye-bye. He released me and disappeared into the night. I dropped to my knees. I wanted to run, but my body was too weak. I couldn't even stand on my own. That was his sick tactic, to hunt me until I couldn't run anymore. She approached me. Mabel. I'm sorry, truly. I wish I could control him, but I can't. This was the best I could do. Mabel, I love you. But don't worry. You won't remember any of this tomorrow. She elongated her last words like it was some sort of spell. You're tired. You should sleep. Soon, there was only darkness. I woke up in my bed feeling sore. My body felt heavy, like I had overworked myself. It was weird. I didn't remember doing anything physical. It was weird. I didn't remember doing any physical activity lately. When I got up, I noticed some bruises on my legs and feet. What the heck happened last night? How was I able to injure myself like that? Was I sleepwalking? That had never happened before. I told my parents once they came home, but they didn't think much of it, of course. They told me it was probably nothing, but that I should lock my bedroom before sleeping just to be sure, and to tell them if anything similar happened again. You all won't be there. I, however, was not content with that explanation. It felt wrong for some reason. But what else could it have been? Every night, I felt uneasy. Weirdly enough, I wasn't afraid to fall asleep. It was just this awful feeling like there was something outside in the shadows, watching me, waiting. And one night, it would finally come for me. Guys, I had to give a round of applause for that. Just let's give a round of applause. Wow, I was not expecting the sister to be out there, and the sister to be such a G. I mean, she was awesome. Thank you, sister. Control your bro. Control your bro, because he is out of control. Alright? Y'all want blood? Go get a freaking red steak from Longhorn Steakhouse somewhere. You don't have to bite neck all the time. So guys, There was a stranger at the door. I don't think there's any other scenarios that we could go through. I mean, I'm gonna double check really fast and jump cut back to here. Yeah, guys, alright. So, I think the other scenarios kind of lead to the similar outcomes. Like, they were like, options that, you know, didn't really... They were similar options to the other options, what I'm trying to say, that lead to the similar outcomes. So, there was a stranger at the door. Really interesting. I really like these visual novels, especially the horror ones. So if you guys enjoyed this one, let me know down below. I enjoyed it. The music was intense when he changed expressions. Let me tell you, I could barely hear anything. But thank you guys so much for watching all the time. I really appreciate your time. It always blows my mind that you guys take time out of your days to watch my videos. It just, you guys are the real ones for that. So thank you so much. Stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one. Later, and God bless.